Here we have a pre-owned 2023 Cadillac XT6. This XT6 comes in the premium luxury trim level, front wheel drive, argent silver metallic is the paint, jet black leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine that's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission, 310 horsepower, 271 pound-feet of torque. As we come around to the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED signature lights. And I love the front fascias of the XT6s. They look very elegant, very unique. And I think they're a middle of the road between futuristic and kind of subtle modern, if that makes sense. Down here, these are gonna be 20-inch polished aluminum wheels. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. Door panel here, power door lock controls. We get a Bose Performance Series sound system. Memory seat functions are here. We get power folding side mirrors with blind spot monitors. Rear window lockout is there. And then we have one-touch up and down windows for the front, express down on the back. Power lift gate controls here. We can set that to max 3/4 or turn that off. Then you just press the button to open and close it. Electronic parking brake, heads-up display controls, hood release. Let's look at the pedals. You get a power tilt telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. But I want to give a huge thanks to Cadillac of Murfreesboro here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for allowing me to review this XT6 today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that 3rd link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now I'm sitting behind a seat adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. As I scoot the seat all the way back, really good space here. Knees aren't touching the back of the seat at all. We get seat back pockets on both sides. Rear AC controls are here. And then we also have 3-stage heated outboard seats. We can adjust fan speed, fan direction, all of that there. Set the auto mode. We get a USB-C, USB-A charge duo there. And then bottle holders are here. A little storage tray as well. And there's a look at the front from back here. We do get a panoramic sunroof, and that's the sunshade. And here's a look at the 3rd row. And you can see the space behind the 2nd row seat when the seats are all the way back in the 2nd row. So not bad. Get a bottle holder and a USB-C port for charging on either side there. And your vents are in the headliner. And if you want to hang a shirt there on a metal hanger, you can. And then LED reading lights throughout. Now child locks are on the outer doors in the back. Lock, unlock. Fuel filler there. Now this 3.6 takes regular, so you don't have to put premium in it. And then to the back end, we get full LED taillights. And then an integrated dual exhaust. And then here's the space behind the 3rd row when it's up. Little storage compartment. And then we have a big side pocket here. And then we can power release the 2nd row or power fold the 3rd row. So I'm gonna show you the difference when the 3rd row's down. And then you can see top tethers are on the back of all 4 of the back seats. But there's a difference in the space when the seat's folded down compared to when it's folded up. So you get a lot of storage being able to fold these seats flat with the touch of a couple of buttons. And then you do have a 12-volt back here. Now you can always fold the 3rd row backup power, but the 2nd row you have to put up manually. But I'll show you that right now. So you just come over here, just pull up, and then you can grab the seat from the 3rd row or from the 2nd row if it's easier to just push it up. Makes it easier to get through to the back without having to go through the middle. And then you can actually power fold the 3rd row from right here as well. Just hitting these buttons. And then your lower anchors for the car seats are right there. The front passenger seat, pretty much same adjustability as the driver's side. Power seat, back seat, bottom. You get two-way lumbar support there. Lockable glove compartment. This one still has the owner's manuals. And then down here we have a 12 volt. And I always like this compartment because it's kind of hidden away if you want to put your handbag or something down there. But there's that 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6. And before we hop in the driver's seat, I'm just gonna show off the blinkers. So nice leather wrap steering wheels here. There's the horn. Over here to the infotainment system. We do have the self park assist, the auto stop toggle, the parking sensors right there. AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth audio. You can download a few apps as well through the store. Alexa and Spotify are on here. And then to save a preset, you can just hold up top and then it'll show you when it's saved. But I love having the wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. That's always nice to have. Pull up your maps, but you also have the navigation system embedded here, so you can use this as well. Lane keeping systems over here. Hazards are right there. And then your settings. Change your language right in there. Your vehicle settings include rear seat reminder, teen driver, and then you have your climate and rear climate controls there. So you can adjust fan speed, fan direction. And then you have a video recorder as well. We're gonna have an SD card reader for that. And then a lot of different camera angles. There's the front camera. Guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Then your backup camera. Same thing there. Bird's eye view too. Curbside, or you can turn the guidelines on or off. Now down here we do have our 3-stage heated cooled seats, and again for the climate controls we have switches for those, and you can press the buttons in for certain settings, but for the most part you can pretty much do everything down here, so I like that. Now for the shifter, press the button on the side, pull up for reverse, tap down for drive, and then you can pull up for neutral, and then you can go to your manual mode there, press P for park. Bottle holders are here, and you can stow those away. Volume knobs here, you can click that to mute, and then you have shortcuts for the navigation, audio sources, or you can use this knob to go through the screen right in there. This mode button goes to your drive mode, so you have Tour, Sport, Snow and Ice, and then your traction controls there. Wireless charging pads here, and you do have a removable tray there. The SD card reader for your navigation's here, and then you have a USB-C, USB-A duo there. Now up here you have your rear camera mirror. You can turn that off. OnStar controls are here, and then you have your LED lights. Garage door transmitter, you have a motion sensor that you can turn on or off for the interior. There's a one-touch slide for the roof. Hit it a second time, goes all the way behind that rear glass, which is nice. Then you can close the roof there. But there's a look at the back seat from up here. And your vanity mirror is here. Back up front, left side stock blinkers, and your high beams. Auto high beams are on the side there. And then you have your automatic wipers on this stock. So one time off, auto, low, high. You can adjust that auto frequency there for the wipers, and then your rear wiper intermittent on there. Push back for the rear fluid, pull up for the front. Now over here, cruise control, so you can turn that on, go between adaptive and regular by holding this cancel button, and you'll get a notification whenever one or the other has been activated. Set your speed there. Gap adjust for the forward collision alert and adaptive cruise. Heated steering wheel toggle, mute, voice recognition. And then over here, volume down, volume up. This goes to your track list or radio station favorites here. Now these arrows in this scroll bar go through the middle part of the gauge cluster, so you can see the air filter life, the fuel economy, the tire pressure monitors, oil life, range for the fuel, all of that. Everything else self-explanatory, navigation, audio, phone. And then if you go over here to the settings, you can hit these units and change from US to metric, or you can change the info page, what's shown there. If you want to turn the trip meters on, off, if you want to not show some of this other stuff, you can do that. Then your heads-up display controls are right in here. So the heads-up display itself, right in front, and again, we have the buttons for the info and the brightness on the left side behind the steering wheel, so I can change that there. And it doesn't look grainy like that, it's just how my camera's picking it up. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2023 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this XT6, I like having the different drive modes. You have the Tour, you have the Sport, you have the Snow and Ice. Now the Tour mode tends to shift a lot more than the Sport mode does, because, you know, the Sport mode, you're able to rev a little higher. The engine tends to get hot and it wants to, you know, stay up in the RPMs. But in the Tour mode, it shifts quite a bit to just keep your engine revs as low as possible, which I like. It kind of helps you maximize the fuel economy, makes the drive more comfortable. And, you know, the 9-speed for the most part, it's a very smooth transmission. The Cadillac, some of the other GM vehicles from Buick, Chevrolet. But I'm gonna put it in the Sport mode now, and we're gonna try out the paddle shifters in the manual mode, and we'll see what this thing can do. Here we go. Yeah, that thing moves. But I want to give a huge thanks to Cadillac of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now, I will say some cars, what's funny about them is you can tell when they haven't really been driven, because, you know, didn't redline the engine at all, just went through the gears shifting around probably 6,000 RPMs. This redline's around 7, and the check engine light flashed for a minute. I was kind of thinking, what in the world is going on here? But after I kind of went back to normal driving, it was like, okay, I guess we're good. So I just find that pretty funny. But the ride quality here is fantastic, very smooth coming down the road. What you would expect from a Cadillac. Now, in terms of what you get for the money here, I think $43,000, when you consider this was probably close to $60,000 when it was new, only a few years old, less than 13,000 miles on it. I mean, it still feels perfectly new, drives perfectly new. It's just very luxurious behind the wheel. It's smooth coming down the road. It has power with a 310 horsepower V6. And, you know, the amenities, the heated cooled seats, the navigation system, the panoramic sunroof, the adaptive cruise. You get pretty much all the tech you would expect in a vehicle that's new, but this one being 3 or 4 years old, I think you get, you know, I guess above the bar when it comes to your features here. And then the heated steering wheel, the Bose Performance Series sound system. The tech here is just great. The amenities here are plentiful. And it's one of those vehicles that if you're older, you'll appreciate the ride, how nice it is on the inside. If you're younger like myself, you'll appreciate the power, having the heads-up display, the Bose sound system. But another thing I wanted to touch on was the space. Even with this panoramic sunroof, headroom in here is pretty good. With this being a 3-row SUV, you know, I'd be upset if there wasn't enough room. But you can fit full-size adults in the first row, second row. Third row, you'd be pushing it, but I mean, if they're under 6 feet, probably like 5'5", 5'10", and, you know, shorter, you'll be okay there. But that's mostly back there for the kids. If you have an SUV like that, that's why you get one of these. And then just having the adjustability of that third row as well. You can configure the seats however you need to maximize space and to maximize your passenger capacity, if you will. But I think just a solid SUV. Since these have come out in 2020, I've always liked them. I've always thought that they had a lot to offer. Looks good on the inside and out. But I mean, again, a great SUV overall. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2023 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury.